this is not a political game that I'm playing, and I want to make that very clear. I've been in politics for 35 years this year. I have never filed a motion of no confidence in a chief minister. I've never asked a chief minister to resign until now. I don't do this with joy in terms of political capital. I do it with regret that we have arrived here as a society where you have a chief minister that has been held by an experienced judge, decades of experience, to have acted in a grossly improper way and attempted to interfere with a criminal investigation on several occasions. That gives rise, together with what's happened with the principal auditor, to some very serious democratic and constitutional issues. But we had a very good program for government at the last election. We were 150 votes away. The people of Gibraltar have to ask themselves a very fundamental question of what kind of Gibraltar they want. Is it this kind of Gibraltar, the GSLP Gibraltar, where ministers are backing to just stay in power, backing a chief minister who has been held to have attempted to interfere in a criminal investigation, or do they want a very different type of Gibraltar, the type of Gibraltar that we offer, the type of Gibraltar where we will see legacy reforms to deal with abuse, waste and corruption, and these democratic and financial governance issues. I've stood for election twice. I've offered myself to obtain that democratic legitimacy from my party members. I was elected first in 2017. I was re-elected after the 2019 election with no contest. I was re-elected in 2023 with a contest. I have the backing of my members, and I think people will see the progression that the GSD has made since I became the leader. I think we are very close. I think what did not allow us to take that extra step were a variety of reasons that we've spoken about before, not least the fact that because people were so close to, they were being told they were so close to the Brexit deal, they didn't vote for the GSD. But I think things have happened since then that will deliver a very different picture. I believe in a different Gibraltar. I believe in a Gibraltar where the chief minister, whoever it is, he or she should be held to higher standards. And I do not believe that the occupant of that office should be someone who has been found to have attempted to interfere in a criminal investigation in a grossly improper way, not once, but on several occasions. We have filed our motion of no confidence. We want it debated. We want it determined. Ministers will be judged as to whether they back or sack the chief minister. But I am very clear that if they back the chief minister, then they have adopted and endorsed the improper action. And I believe that sends a very clear signal to the people of Gibraltar, come the next election, whenever that is, that they represent a different Gibraltar to the one that we are advocating should be how we conduct ourselves in public life.